Okay, let's show some more record albums. And this record, I don't think I showed before, but I'll show it now. This is Cheap Trick, the latest, and I ordered this off the internet when it first came out. For some reason, this thing is highly sought after. If you do want to buy it nowadays, it's a lot of money. They must not made very many of them. It's an okay record. It's one of their newer ones from, it doesn't even say the year, or does it? No, it doesn't say the year. Anyway, this thing is rare for some reason. Okay, let's get into the S's. This is Slipknot. This is called All Hope Is Gone. And this record is really good if you speed it up. Okay, this is Slipknot, the number 5, the Gray Chapter. This record is really good if you speed it up. This is Slipknot, Iowa, and this record, you can speed it up or not. It's the same either way. It's pretty good. This is Slipknot, Antennas to Hell. It's like a greatest hits, and if you speed this up, it's even better. This is Slipknot's very first record, and you don't need to speed this up. This one is good all on its own. This one is Slipknot, Volume 3, the Subliminal Verses, and this one needs to be sped up. Here is an unopened copy of Iowa by Slipknot. I should give this to somebody who would want it. Okay, here's a thrash punk rock band called Sawn Off. Yeah, Sawn Off. And I think they're from England. It's got 26 songs on it of thrash punk rock. And you guessed the movie star. It's Michael Caine on the front. And here's a record of sound effects, everything from elevator control system to bus stop in the rain. And cats that are very upset are also on this. Okay, this is the Seeds, Web of Sound. The Seeds were a band back in the late 60s, and they were swell. And this record is not bad, but it doesn't have Pushing Too Hard on it. Okay, this is the soundtrack to the movie Screamers. And this was a movie that came out, it doesn't say when, 1981. This soundtrack is horrible. The only reason why you'd want to have this thing is for the cover of it. Don't play this record, it's not good. Okay, here's the Best of Shirley Temple, Volume 2. And has this kid singing. Okay, here is Shonen Knife Adventure. I bought this when I went and seen them at a punk rock bowling. And this this record, it's not too good. Okay, now this record is from a band from Portland, Oregon, and it is really good. It's called Suslaw, and I bought this from the band at a show on F Street in Fresno, California. Here's Sir Mix-a-Lot, Baby Got Back. Great, funny little song. Here is Stateside by the Korean Grand Ole Opry. And this is a must-have if you can find it. And if it's affordable, definitely buy this. It's a funny record. The version of Mule Skinner Blues makes it worth the price that you'll pay for this. Okay, I'm not going to say the name of this one because it's written so big. You can just read it. And this is a band from Seattle, and this is a pretty good record. The best thing about it is the name of the band. Okay, this is Spastic Blur. Take this one out. This is Hello Dum Dums, Bedrock Blur Demo 1986. I think this is a band from Portland, Oregon. And it's a double LP. Excuse me. And it's okay. It's just kind of funky punk rock. Comes with this book. And again, I bought this from the band's merch table. At a, I think it was, yeah, it was at a Max Sabbath show. Now there's a band that needs to put out an album, is Max Sabbath. There you go, is there anything else in here? Nope. What's the vinyl? Nope, vinyl's just black. Okay, this is Johnny Cash, Jerry Lee Lewis, Carl Perkins, and they're all together and they call themselves The Survivor. The only reason why I bought this is because it had that song I Saw the Light, which was sang on an episode of Columbo, and the version of it that's on this is a live version. It's not as good as the Johnny Cash Columbo episode, and all three of these men were pedophiles, so I wouldn't suggest buying this record. It's just not any good, and the version of I Saw the Light is not the one you hear on Columbo. I should get rid of it. Okay, here is, I'll take this one out of its tight little sleeve. This is the soundtrack to the TV movie Salem's Lot. This one is worth buying. There's the gatefold. Here's what the discs. Is there a poster in here? Not that I see. Here's what the discs look like. Okay, here's the Surf Punks, My Beach. Just complete punk rock perfection right here. Go on Discogs and buy this thing. You won't regret it. Here's another sound effects record with car crash, screaming tires, chicken coop turkeys, throwing dice, dribbling a basketball, all kinds of good stuff on this sound effects record. Volume 2. Here's a 10-inch by the Shitbirds called Oh Joy, and this is like a little pop-punk band from 1993, and this one's pretty good. Here is Soul Asylum, Made to be Broken. This album was produced by Bob Mould from Husker Du, and it only has one good song on it, and that is the song Whoa. Barring that, the rest of this record is not any good except for that Whoa song, and that makes it worth buying the record. Okay, this is Surgical Meth Machine. This is the pink version, and this one is a small masterpiece. This is an Al Jorgensen side project, and I'll show you the inside. And there's the inside of this beast. And this is very Ministry sounding. Okay, this is the Stitches 8x12. I bought this at their show when they played Punk Rock Bowling, and this one's pretty good. Okay, this is the soundtrack to Sanford & Son, the TV show. This is a promotional album, and this thing is a masterpiece. Definitely worth buying. Okay, this is the Sperm Birds, Something to Prove. This has got about 4 really good songs on it. And this is the We Bite Records version. This is Schlong's Punk Side Story, the original drunk punk play. And this one is Better Than Good. This is Stoned at Hearts, Party Tracks Volume 1. This is the red vinyl version. And this is the, well, Todd from Toys That Kill. This is his little side project, and this one isn't that bad. Not as good as Toys That Kill. Okay, here we come to this thing. Stiff little fingers, inflammable material. And this record is great, except for it has a song on it called White Noise, and it's a, if you read the lyrics to it, the lyrics are just pathetic, and I don't think as many people would like this band if they were to seek out that song on this first LP and read the lyrics to it. The lyrics are pretty pathetic. But the rest of the album's pretty good. Okay, this is the Single Mothers, and this record is called Negative Qualities, and this record is really good. Comes with this little 7-inch, and the 7-inch is also great. Okay, here is the masterpiece of modern horror, The Shining original soundtrack. And we all know what this sounds like. Okay, this is, I can't even pronounce the name of this band. Sekhmet. Sekhmet? Anyway, it's like a black metal band, and I went and seen them in Hamtramck, and I had them autograph the record for me because I bought this record from the band. And they were okay. I put some of their show up, or maybe all of their show, up on my YouTube channel. This is another one of their albums that they had for sale, and I had them autograph this one also. Okay, this is Sloppy Seconds, Endless Bummer, and this band in a couple of months will be playing in Detroit, and this album I will get autographed, but it's not autographed yet. And the vinyl looks like this. And also, this record is worth whatever you pay for it. This is an excellent punk rock record. Okay, this is the new, hold on. This is the 2019 version of this perfect early San Francisco punk rock document with Sick Pleasure and Code of Honor. This is the affordable version. And here is a bootleg of Sick Pleasure, autographed by Nikki Sickie, the lead singer. Here's an original Sick Pleasure 7-inch. This is the one with speed rules and all that on it, and it is also autographed by Nikki Sickie when I went and saw Verbal Abuse in Fresno. I brought those and had him autograph them because he's also the lead singer of Verbal Abuse. Here is Code of Honor. What are we going to do? This is their 7-inch on Subterranean Records. This one is also really good. all of this is very, very good. And definitely buy it, even though these two are kind of expensive. But if you have extra money, they're worth picking up. Okay, this is the Shaved Pigs, Breakfast is Served. And this one's okay. It's worth a couple of dollars. It's just a basic little punk rock record. This is Susie Reads the Bible. This thing is really funny, especially if you play it fast or slow it way down. And following that is Satanic Mass, conducted by Anton Szandor LaVey. This is the picture disc version of this record. And this is just a recording of him doing a mass or something. It's actually not very entertaining. But it is what it is. It's okay to have. Okay, this is Soul Asylum, Somebody to Shove. This is the 12-inch poster bag. And this is a poster type record. And there's the poster. And this one's okay. Again, it helps if you play this fast. All right, here is MGM's Isaac Hayes, music from the soundtrack The Shaft. And this is the music from this Shaft movie. Okay, this is Squirt Gun, Fade to Bright. I bought this when I went and seen him at a punk rock bowling, and it's okay. Don't pay more than $5 for this record. It's not that good. Okay, here's a masterpiece, Susie and the Banshees, The Scream. This one is worth $20, not just $5 like the other. This is a very good record. Here is Twisted Sister, Stay Hungry. And this is a good $2 record. All right, here's the Spits. This is a great record. Here's another record by the Spits, also very good. Here is a Spitz record that I bought at a Spitz show in Portland, Oregon. This is, I guess, the tour edition. Well, let's pull this out. And I guess this record is just called The Spits. But anyway, it's really good. This is what the vinyl looks like. Let's see if I can get it back in there properly. So this is the tour edition of this record. And this record is extremely worth having. It's a very good Spitz record. Okay, here's another Spitz record. This one's really good. And one more Spitz record. And this one is also really good. Okay, and that's it for that section of the S's. There's a lot more S's, but this video doesn't need to go on all night because, hold on. I am on my way to see this band. They're called The Stools, and they're from Detroit, and they're very, very good. In fact, I filmed one of their shows and put it on my channel. So I'm off to see these guys tonight in Hamtramck at the Outer Limits Lounge. And this one is on Third Man Records. And I had them autograph the record. Okay, that's it. Good night.